I want us to continue our Thoughts for Easter series, and I want us to think today about listening to Jesus. And so the reading that I've picked is from Luke 22 verses 31 to 34. And the Lord said, "Simon, Simon, indeed Satan has asked for you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for you, that your faith should not fail. And when you have returned to me, strengthen your brethren." But he said to him, "Lord, I am ready to go with you both to prison and to death." Then he said, "I tell you, Peter, the rooster shall not crow this day before you will deny 3 times that you know me." In this passage, Jesus is warning his disciples. He's warning his disciples that they are in danger. And Peter, in his usual style, will not listen. As Jesus says, "You're going to betray me," Peter says, "No, I'm not, Lord. I'm willing to go with you to prison and to death. I will never betray you." Later that night, in the Garden of Gethsemane, when the soldiers come to arrest Jesus, we read that Peter draws a sword and he attacks, and he chops off the ear of the high priest's servant Malchus. Now, either Peter is incredibly good with a sword and he hit a very small target, or he is very bad with a sword. Perhaps he was aiming for the head and he missed. We don't know, but we can almost imagine the sense of triumph in Peter as he leaps to defend the Lord Jesus Christ, as he does all that he can to get arrested with Jesus and to share the sentence that Jesus is going to have on his own head. You can almost picture him saying, "Yes, Lord, I told you I was willing to go with you to prison and to death, and look, I'm doing all I can to make sure that happens. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to be arrested." But Jesus stops him. And Jesus heals the high priest's servant. And then Peter, with the rest of the disciples, run as Jesus is arrested. But Peter does pluck up his courage, and he turns around and he follows the guards and Jesus into the high priest's house. But there in the courtyard, he's confronted. 3 times he's asked if he's a disciple of Jesus, and 3 times he denies it. Jesus had warned him, but he didn't listen. He didn't listen. The Bible is full of warnings that the Lord Jesus Christ has given to us, and we need to listen to them. He knows us better than we know ourselves. He knows our weaknesses. He knows how we are likely to fall and stray. And in his word, he has been so good and so kind to warn us of the dangers that we face. We need to listen to the warnings of the Lord Jesus Christ.